Uh, let's see what we got here. Hey, everybody. Good morning. Good freezing morning. 2 degrees here. Just a bit cold. Let's get you set up. Yeah, it is a bit cold out there. 2 degrees Fahrenheit. So get you squared away. Little different breakfast today. Dutchess wasn't open yesterday, so I got what they call their Big D breakfast. Let me show you what that is. All right. All right, Big D breakfast. That is 2 pancakes, scrambled eggs, sausage. That way you don't. You still get your pancakes, you still get eggs, you get sausage, you get butter and syrup and all that stuff. So it's a good breakfast. So we got Mr. Clem, William, Steve, everybody. Hello. Let me throw the link out there. Let's see. Copy. Oh, hello. Come on, phone, work. It's not copying the link. Copy. There you go. More. Post. Paste. Done. Chat. All right, there's the link. So everyone's gonna say, "How much snow did you get?" Well, it's kind of weird because with all the drifting, the wind. I mean, it was hurricane force winds or blizzard force winds. No, I've been up, Rich. It's just when I got up, it was 2 degrees, and your bones are creaking, and you know you don't exactly feel like you want to go out to do a YouTube stream. I didn't anyway. I wasn't gonna. I was gonna put it on my community page and say, "Stay warm. See you next week." But you know what? I have loyal fans, so I figured I'll do it. Anyway, not as treacherous a drive as yesterday. Good morning. Who we got? Cliff is here. Mr. Clem McCarty, John Perks. Hello, everybody. There's the link if anyone wants to gander up. Dick. Hello, my friend. So today we're doing a little bit of eggs and pancakes and sausage, and they call it a Big D breakfast for Dutchess. Big D. So it looks good. So we probably have, the fact I want Dutchess, absolutely. We probably had, I don't know, maybe if you were to look yesterday, I'd say we had 6, 8 inches, maybe even a foot. You look today, I don't know. It was probably 6 inches, but drifts up to a foot or so because of the wind. So, I mean, my sidewalk, the snow, because of the drifts, comes up to almost to my knees on my sidewalk. So, let's see. Well, what's up, William?
Not much. How's it going?
You're not in the car.
No. I got something.
How's it down there? Chilly or what?
Yeah, it's pretty. It's not too bad. It's been chilly. It's probably about 20 into 20s this morning.
Yeah, I woke up. It was 2 degrees, so a little chilly.
No, guys, I called L&R yesterday.
Oh, you're the one? Okay. I said,
yeah.
who the hell? I walk in and they go, "Oh yeah, one of your buddies with an accent called up." I go, "Who are you talking about?" He goes, "I don't know. Must be from your YouTube." I was like, "Get the hell out of here!" So that was it. That was funny. Thank you. That was funny.
I talked to Ron. I think
Right? Yeah, he's got like a scratchy voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice guy.
Yeah.
He's the owner. Real nice guy. Super nice guy.
Yeah. Just for the heck of it, I said, "Tell Ken if you come in there." I didn't tell my name. I don't think that's a
no. He just said a guy with an accent. That's all he said. So I thought maybe I'm like, who the hell? At first, I'm thinking the guy's over the pond, and I'm like, they're not gonna call the USA for that. But then I thought maybe Mr. Clem or something. But that was funny though. I mean, at first I thought they were kidding. They said, no. Someone actually called up.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow.
I told him you give him a bunch of publicity.
Yeah. Yeah, it was funny, but they were there. I'm surprised because a lot of places weren't open yesterday. It was a bad day weather
Yeah,
wise. So let's
yeah.
see. Oh boy, who else is in here? Hold on one second. Wow, I'm way behind the chat. Hold on. Everyone's saying hello. Simone is there. Hello, Simone. Steve Thoreau. -30. Yeah, you guys know how to deal with it. Up here, we're a bunch of babies when it comes to the weather. Well, coldness anyway. I don't care about the snow. I love the snow. Oh, let's see. Tommy Hanlon. Dublin. Hello. Pete Giles. Hello, Pete. How are you? Everything. Yeah, John's wife should be back. John doesn't like cold weather. Dick is there. Mr. Clem, Mr. Clem, Mr. Clem, Mr. Hardy. There's Pete. Oh, good. Your wife made it home. That's good. Let's see. Lovely Jubilee. Okay, Dick. There you go. Oh, I got to plug in the phone so it doesn't die. Hold on. Plug this sucker in so it doesn't die halfway in between the stream.
That's the trouble I have a lot of time. I get everything set up, then my phone goes dead. So
Yeah.
that
The thing is, the phone cord, it pulls on the stand, this tripod stand, because the cord
yeah,
it's springy. So I got to watch because it'll pull the phone right off the steering thing.
yeah.
Good morning, Klaus.
Good morning.
How are
Morning,
you?
William.
Klaus, hey, how you doing this morning?
I'm good.
YouTuber.
I'm good.
Oh, sorry, Simone. Sorry to hear that. Always sad when a YouTuber we know passes on.
Who passed? I didn't see it.
One of Simone's subscribers, I guess, or someone that she knows, someone that she follows, I guess. That's too bad. Let's see who else is on here. Let's see. Sparky's here. Hello, Sparky. Mick saying you need a new battery detector, William. New smoke alarm battery. Oh
yeah.
Every time it beeps, I think my. Oh, okay. Oh, that's what the beeping was. I wonder what the hell that was. Okay, that's your smoke detector. I wonder. All right, we're caught up. What's going on, Klaus?
Well, not much. I just finished doing service on one of those robotic mowers. There isn't much you can do there other than clean it and change the blades.
Is it blades or string? It's actual blades?
Yeah, it is. It's like hold on. It's right here.
Hold on. I got one more guy. Hold on one second.
Yeah.
Hold on. Dennis, I see you in the background. Hold on, buddy. Oh wow, look at that.
Yeah.
Now that's a Husky or what is it?
It's a Works Landroid. Like this. I don't know. It's my mother-in-law's.
So it just needed blade sharpening?
Yeah, but it's all you can do with them.
Yeah.
I mean, you can change the blades, you can clean them. If you want to do any diagnostic, you need software that is not available.
Mm-hmm.
At least not that I know of.
Yeah.
I usually pass on taking in robotic mowers because I can't do anything with them without the software.
Yeah, but family first.
Yep, absolutely. And I mean, and this one is pretty basic, so there isn't much to it. But you know, some of these things, they have radar and sensors and all kinds of stuff.
It's almost like the GPS on the farm where it knows where to go.
Yeah, absolutely. They have radar and sensors.
Oh, who's that? William?
Sorry.
That's all right. We're used to it with you, William. We love you.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
John Rhodes, hello. Mr. Keller, how you doing, Mr. Keller? Yeah, 2 degrees here. So what is that? -15 or something? I don't know.
But I see Dutchess is back in business.
Absolutely. That's the only reason I'm here. I already had 2 customer phone calls this morning. One was a snowblower no start I talked about the other day. I got him going. Everything was fine. And then the night before the storm, he calls me up. Oh, won't start. I did everything. I told you guys yesterday. I said, look at the spark plug. I said, what's it say on it? T-O, stop. There you go. I said, I'll be over in the morning. So I got some spark plugs for him, and hopefully a BPR 6 ES will do it.
Man, that was William's beep.
That was William Sherp. Okay, now I know what he did. All right, I get it now.
I got to figure out which one it is.
What do I have to go to Home Depot and mail you a battery, William?
Yeah. I can. You might drop me a note to get some when I go to Walmart. Every time I get to Walmart.
Is it like mine though, where you need the 10-foot ladder and now it's frozen outside in the snow?
Yeah. Sure is.
But that was funny yesterday though. I walk into L&R. Yeah, one of your friends called up from YouTube. I'm like, excuse me? Yeah, some guy with an accent said you're coming by. I'm like, really? So that was funny.
I just see if it's open for you. I just want to let you know that it's open. I put it in the chat. You probably didn't see it. I said they're open. I didn't think it'd be open either.
Well, they got 4-wheel drive, and Justin's got a Subaru, so they're no big deal. I was probably the only one in there, but that's all right. It was just a nasty day to be driving yesterday, but you know me, gotta get breakfast.
I think Ron got a kick out of it there.
Oh yeah. Oh, he's laughing now. All right, who's in the basement? All right, hold on, Dennis. We got Dennis and Sparky and there we go.
Hi, Sparky. Hi, Dennis.
What was the Queen coming?
Dennis.
Well,
Good morning.
good morning, everybody. Good morning.
That's an
Hey,
intro.
how was your birthday, Spark?
It could have gone better, but nothing new there for me.
All right.
You know what it's like.
How'd you make out in the snow?
Snow?
No, Dennis. Dennis did some videos in the snow.
Less than I was hoping. We only probably got about maybe a foot, maybe up to 14 with drifts. 14, 16 with drifts. We were originally in like the bullseye, but we just because of where we are with the streams and we're low, we don't tend to get as much as everyone around us, which kind of sucks. Morning, Mick. But it was still good enough to have to go out a few times. I have to go out today to clean up some more.
Very cold here. Very cold.
I tried to I used the big tractor which you saw the video for yesterday.
Yeah. Yep.
And then I tried to go out with my rider, and just because I didn't clean everything really good, so I kept riding on the snow and getting stuck. And it was just because it's got really wide tires, but they're not agricultural tires. And it was about as frustrating as it could be. So I dragged out my my older tractor, my 66, and I did it. So I'll do that today, clean it up, and then once I clear a good path, I'll get the rider out to get onto the driveway and do a final cleanup.
Hey, anybody that knows the winter, and Klaus, maybe you can answer this. Is Klaus still there? Yeah. Maybe Klaus can answer. I took the chains off my snowblower, my Aaron's. I got 1027, and they're filled. They're filled with something, but the way they filled them, it looks like if you had a 22 gauge bullet and you took the slug out and you have the shell, it looks like they pushed that into a hole to seal it, right? Like they put a hole in the tire, injected, and then put a plug in to seal. I've never seen that before. Have you seen anything like that? Almost as if they injected like a gel or something in there.
Not at all.
It's weird. Yeah, it's straight. I'll take a picture of it. I'll show you guys.
Yeah.
But it's weird. Yeah.
Well,
it's heavy. It's very heavy.
Hold on. You can't get a. It's not like slime, is it?
I don't know. I didn't dare take the plug off. I didn't want it to leak out. But there's definitely these silver plugs. They're there, and it's like they drilled a hole, injected something. It's heavy. The tire is heavy. It feels heavier than liquid. It feels like it's maybe like a slime or a gel or something. I didn't want to destroy my mom's driveway, so I said, let me take the chains off. It's got the snow hogs, and those things are good, especially if it's filled. But
a hot drink. I'll be back in a sec.
Who are we missing here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, what happened to Dennis? Hold on.
I've no idea. I think there's something may have happened with his internet.
Sorry.
Oh, no, that's all right. That's all right. So where'd you go?
I'm sitting there trying to use my, I'm on my phone. And I'm trying to like read different chats, and I see an X, and I hit the X to like go out of the chat, but apparently that's the X to exit.
Aye, definitely. So other than that, yeah, my birthday went well. Went do radio this morning today. Yeah, a lot of things happened yesterday, really, but plenty of food, as they say. So birthdays, plenty of food.
Is Briggs talking?
What's up, Scott?
He's got a delay
feeding the
about
dog.
he's got a 5-year delay on his system.
Just feeding the dog, getting ready for going to Florida tomorrow.
Yeah, there's a 5-year delay on his microphone.
Are you flying to Florida or are you driving?
What's that?
Are you flying to Florida or are you driving?
I'm flying.
Oh, okay.
Here's what I got.
How much?
1 degrees.
1 degree.
Yeah, we got 2 here.
Oh, you got me beat. You got a heat wave. Better get out the suntan lotion.
I know.
Yeah, be right back. B means be right back, or be beep off. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say a bee makes honey rise of bread. Let's see. Nope. All right, hold on. Let me get you off there. Boom. There you go. All right. Anyway, I didn't want to get a big breakfast here because it's so cold out. It would literally be cold by the time I ate it. A lot of plow trucks out today.
They know your name now, Ken? You've been there.
Well, the manager does, and the Indian lady who's here every Sunday normally does. But today, it's all young people. It's all real young people. But they weren't open yesterday. They actually closed the whole day because they said they wanted to make sure that the lot was plowed correctly. But there was so much with the drifting and the ice and everything else that none of the lots are down to pavement. They're all, white and icy. So
yeah.
But Duncan's
So you're
crazy.
saying today would have been a good day to buy stock and salt.
Oh, I'm telling you. I bet your Home Depot has none. I guarantee you by now. It's 8 o'clock. They probably have none left.
We still, but the storm we had last year. It's funny, the storm they had last year. Last week. I mean, they finally used salt from 3 years ago.
Well, it doesn't go bad, right?
No,
as long as it's kept dry, should be fine.
But it's dry. But what I laugh at is every year they put in like 200,000, whatever it is, for the salt budget, and they haven't used that. And they haven't. We got 2 bins, and they filled both of them, and the one's not even a half empty, and they wanted to order more salt. And there's a guy that lives right behind it that keeps a security camera on the town salt bins, and he says, you haven't bought salt in 3 years, so why do you need to keep adding 200,000 to our budget? Where's that 200,000 going?
There you go.
Because if they don't ask for it, they won't ever get it.
No,
Yeah.
but you as long as you got the money in your coffers, that's the main thing.
Yeah, well, this year we said we bowed on that part out, the salt budget out. They didn't want to do that. They said you haven't even used a half a bin in 3 years. That's how little snow we've got.
Yeah.
Then when we do get one, we get one big one, and then boom, the rest is dry.
I know my place.
Yeah,
where
they
I
probably
work,
could hold off because it'll force the issue if they don't have it.
At work, they started using brine last week. I don't know if they ran out of salt or what, but they started using brine.
Well, my thing is, though, we got an emergency fund clause in our budget. So if they needed salt, they could just order it just like that and then fill it for the following year. They just want to put that extra 200,000 in their coffin.
Oh, there's Thomas. Yeah, Thomas had a bunch of snow up in New Hampshire. They got hit pretty good.
My brother, I think, got over 2 feet. I think he got close to 30.
Yeah, Thomas, I think, had 2 feet.
I swear, if it wasn't for the fact I'm leaving for Florida, I would have drove my truck up there with my errands up there and probably made a killing.
Yeah, it was crazy. I saw Thomas was texting me, and I was like, "Good luck." It was too windy here. I couldn't go out. I went out yesterday for a half hour. An hour later, I look out the window. It's like I didn't do anything.
I don't blame you.
Too windy. It's funny. My mother. Funny story. She calls me up at like 8 o'clock at night, and I'm like, "What's up?" I'm figuring she's just say, "What time you coming by in the morning?" To get me going. Her neighbor, his name's Angel, ironically, did her whole thing. Just went over there and did it. I was like, "Wow."
That's nice.
She said his name is Angel for a reason. I said, I believe you.
Hey, I'm
Afternoon,
sure
Rob.
that don't hurt your feeling.
Afternoon, everyone. Yeah.
No, it made my day because now after here, I got 2 or 3 customers. I got a generator, a couple blowers. I mean, and today's the football playoffs, the 2 playoff games, and I can't miss those.
Y'all hear about
Hey,
Tom
Rob.
Brady retiring?
Nah, he'll never retire.
Yeah, he retired yesterday.
No, get out. They said that was a lie. He didn't retire.
No, it was on the news.
Yeah.
You know what? Tell me that in September when he's on the Joe Blow team or something. You know?
Yeah, that's what it said on the news.
No, I
Came
know.
across the news.
But you know what? If they're going to pay you $100 million or something like that, I'll throw.
He ain't. I don't know why everybody likes Tom Brady so much. Personally, I like the old guy like Joe Montana. He was a good player.
Yeah. Well, I feel bad for Aaron Rodgers, the Packers, because he gave it his all and his team screwed him this year.
The Packers
he'll go somewhere else.
The Packers have had 2 Hall of Fame quarterbacks for the last 30 years and have only won 2 Super Bowls.
Yep.
Of course, then you have the Lions. Of course, you have the Lions, who you can't take a business away from owners, but Jesus, they don't know how to do anything right up there.
Nope. One thing you could usually count on with the Lions is being in last place, but last year they didn't do too bad.
Well, what do you expect?
When they had Caldwell?
Yep.
They were 8-8 with Caldwell. Then they got Patricia. They had losing seasons with Patricia. Then they went to the current guy. I think that's in between. He's even worse.
Yeah.
Luckily Stafford's out of there.
Yeah, you could always rely on the Lions to play on Christmas Day and lose bad.
Yeah.
But what do you expect? It's Detroit.
Yeah, that's true. Who was talking about that yesterday, saying how expensive it is up there for insurance and everything? I forget who it was. Someone was on the chat yesterday saying everyone up there has no insurance for their cars because it's just too damn
Rich
expensive.
from Mowers and Blowers out there.
Rich. Okay. Yeah, he said it's so expensive. They just drive around with no insurance. I was like, okay.
He pays $2,000 for 6 months for 3 cars. I'm like, holy crap! That's what I pay that. I pay that a year for 5 cars for the year.
Yeah. No, I probably pay. Well, I pay $2,000 for 3 cars for the whole year.
Holy crap!
Yeah, and that's not full coverage.
I got $1 million policy with collision on. Let me see, 3 of them. I've got my 88 PW Cabriolet, my 71 Buick Electra, my 2011 Suzuki SX4, my 96 Toyota T100.
But Scott,
2015
remember,
Impala.
But Scott, you're one person who can't possibly drive more than 1 car at a time. I've got 3 people, 3 cars.
No.
Why? There's more than 1 driver on your insurance?
Yeah.
Why? Who else drives them?
Believe it or not, I got a neighbor on it. Because he drives, but that ain't why I get such a cheap rate.
Yeah. Well, you got veteran and everything else, right?
Veteran and this thing right here, the commercial driver's license helps too.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yep. Oh man.
I get told all the time. I get told all the time that anybody can do my job. But it's like saying anybody could be an engineer. I couldn't do an engineer. I'm not an engineer.
Well, Dennis will attest to this. That's the most misused word in manufacturing nowadays.
What's that?
The word engineer.
Oh,
yeah.
Years ago, to be called an engineer, like mechanical engineer, to be called an engineer, you had to have a BSME. Okay. Yeah. Nowadays, somebody works for a year, designs a part on a machine. I'm an engineer. Okay.
Oh yeah.
It depends. Well, it depends what industry and depends what.
I'm talking manufacturing in general. Manufacturing.
Yeah. It depends what level of risk a company wants to take. Where if that person who's called an engineer is speaking on behalf of the company, it's like, well, yeah, they may not have engineering degree, but they have enough experience.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, okay, what level of risk they want to take for something to speak on behalf of the company.
Yeah. I'll tell you one thing. When I was an engineering manager for a huge machine tool company for years, and my best engineers only had 2-year degrees, and they could design the crap out of these doctors and everybody else,
Oh yeah,
but the owner of the company wanted a laundry list, so we had to hire a doctor from this school, a doctor from that school, because they wanted to say, here's our laundry list of people that I have working for us to get customers. So they want it to look like, oh, he's got the cream of the crop. Right. Yeah, but who's doing the work?
Right. Yeah. I have a lot of custom fixtures and equipment made, and one of my guys, my number one guy, basically, he doesn't have any. I don't think he has anything. I don't know what level.
But he could probably design the crap out of stuff to do it fast, and it works.
It's robust. It's complex.
Absolutely.
Yeah. No, I'll give you a good one. I was trying to explain. It's a guy's trying to explain to buddy of mine. He finally got it. I said, some of the smartest people I know have no college degree and worked and spent 40 years in industry.
All I know is the engineers that worked with me for years, because I only have an associate degree in mechanical engineering. My bachelor's is in management, and my MBA is business MBA. But they trusted me to do what I did and know what I know to make me the engineering manager. And but we had a good time. We had fun, and we made machines, and it was. But when I hired somebody, I didn't look at that at all. I said to him, look, I got a machine that's got to be built in 6 months. Show me what you can do.
Yeah,
and if he showed me, that's it.
Definitely.
Catch a Cow, hello. How are you? Hey, Catch a Cow, someone asked yesterday, what is your first name? Everyone was asking Catch a Cow's first name. Because saying Ketcha all the time, we'd like to have a first name, if you don't mind. Henry, what's going on, buddy?
All right, Henry.
Hey, Henry.
I'm eating chocolate biscuits at the moment. Eating chocolate biscuits.
It's James. James or Jim? What do you prefer? James or Jim? Because I know some people, if you say James, it's Jim.
I always, hey, little cheat thing I do around work. If I, go to a new place and someone's hired, I always call their phone when I know they're not there.
Oh, to see what it says?
See what their last message. How you've gotten the desk of Edward. I'm like, he likes to be called Edward, not Ed.
I tell you though, that is one name. All right, James, no problem. But Edward is one name where you meet someone and they prefer to be called Edward, and they don't look like an Edward. They look like an Eddie, and you're like Edward, because Edward, it feels like you're at high tea with the Queen. Edward,
Yeah, I got a nephew. His name's Edward, but everyone calls him Eddie.
Yeah,
he's a bald redneck.
It's a bit like John Clem, you know what I mean? Cucumber John doesn't sound right, does it?
Well, we just say Johnny. Here's Johnny.
He don't look like a Johnny. He looks like
definitely a Big John.
Yeah,
definitely Big
John. Someone mentioned that in the chat. Remember the old Paul Bunyan cartoon?
Oh yeah,
animated cartoon. They could redo that and use John's voice.
Yeah, all he needs is an axe and a blue ox.
Yep. Now, hey, get all this. Me and Jason were arguing on Facebook. Not arguing, but I said, Jason Pate tried to tell me Tecumseh's out of business. Said Tecumseh technically did not go out of business. They just closed the engine division. They've been making compressors for almost 100 years.
Oh, yeah. No, they're still doing the transmissions, right? All that stuff.
No, they sold that. They sold the transmission division.
But there's still, someone is still making the product. Spare parts.
Yeah. Because, Tecumseh actually started out, Tecumseh bought out Lawson Engines in 1956. And they called it Lawson. No, 56. Look it up. It's on the web.
I did. It
says 1956.
But anyway, Lawson Power Products in Grafton. Yeah.
Yep, they bought them out, and then they named the engine Lawson Tecumseh. And then later on, they just dropped the Lawson. And in 2008, they sold the LCT. But basically, Tecumseh is still in business, just not doing the engine division.
Mm-hmm. It's funny, John, you talk about juniors and 3s and 4s. My father's nickname was June because he was a junior, so they called him June. And then we had a guy, the guy I used to work for, he was a third. He was a fourth. His father was a third, so we called him IV for the fourth. We just called him IV. Yeah, just like me. Well, it's funny. You talk about people know me as Ken Small Engines. Everyone in the world, except for my wife and her family, call me Kenny. I'm Kenny to everybody. My wife and her family, Ken. But everyone in the world, even at work, Kenny. I'm Kenny. That's what everybody knows. So it's weird. Oh, so what else is going on? Anything?
That's right.
Nah,
Not much today, just chilling out eating biscuits.
Ooh.
Oh, John, do you got any relatives in Mississippi? Their last name Pace, because that's my mother's father. My mother's maiden name was Pace.
Pace
From Mississippi.
Like the Pace picante sauce.
PAC. That's it.
Good picante sauce.
Always tying it back to food, Ken.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Hey, Ken should have been a food critic. He should have been one of these food critics who have made
The problem
like
is
New York Times.
I'd eat it all. I wouldn't critic anything. I just say it's all good.
Free meal, my
There
favorite.
you go.
Well, hey, that's what John likes. You know what I mean? What do you expect? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I was telling you guys a few weeks ago, I got a freebie at Dunkin'. Remember that? Where the lady in front of me paid for me. I was like, wow, that was interesting.
Ken, you should start another YouTube channel. You go check out the different takeouts and drive-throughs and do reviews.
Yeah.
I tell you, Cumberland Farms yesterday blew me away with that empanada. That was good.
John says he knows several Paces. Sorry, John, you might be my second cousin twice removed.
Watch out, John.
Yeah, then you have Jordan. Some people say Jordy. Yeah. Food engineer. There you go.
Hey, that's a good one.
James is called Chick in Scotland. That's interesting. Chick. That's interesting. Never heard
My
that.
name.
I don't care what they
He's,
call me as long as
Suller
they
in
pay
Germany.
me.
Hey, as long as they don't call me late for dinner.
Yeah.
Kind of add water to the boiler, I can tell. It's been busted.
You got to
a couple
manually add it?
days. It's banging.
What do you got, a steam boiler?
I don't trust those auto feeds.
Yeah.
I got a hot water baseboard.
I rented a house with two of my buddies in the 80s, and we had a steam boiler with the sight glass. And yeah, you all of a sudden you forget, and the shower's ice cold. You're like, Speaking of Edward, hello.
No, I got a Dunkirk XP4 and a Dunkirk XP4 boiler and an old oil boiler, the original. I got two boilers. The oil is for backup in case the gas goes out or quits.
What do you got? Gas in the street?
Yeah.
Oh man, DNR. Hello, David.
See, Ken, this is what you call what they do to you. See, this is the new boiler. This is the Dunkirk, and as you can tell, I got asbestos piping. The old asbestos. I wrapped it with duct tape.
The wrap, yeah.
Yep, I wrapped it because it was sagging a little bit. Yeah. I vented the new boiler out the side of the house. Took out a cellar window, and they wanted me to remove they wouldn't let me put this in unless I removed the asbestos. So I got an estimate, $22,000.
Holy crap! Wow.
So
yeah, well, all the abatement is really expensive because all the permits and everything else. Because remember, when you dump that stuff, you own it for the rest of your life. So.
Yep. So, and here's old Bertha in here. I just took off the cover so water will circulate through it. And we just go up here and we go like this, turn on the water.
You got the sight glass?
Nope.
No?
Nope.
How do you know it's full?
It stopped.
Oh. Yeah, we used to have a sight glass, and you'd get it up 3/4 away, shut it off, and you're good for 2 days.
This boiler was put in 1935.
Wow.
There's the old oil tank. It's still there.
My in-laws had a huge old cast iron boiler. Huge. The thing was about the size of a, slightly shorter than a refrigerator. All cast iron. they finally replaced it, but it had to like be totally smashed up in order to get it out of the basement.
This thing works beautiful. But the reason why all I did was to cut, as you can see, I cut holes in the wall here, came over, teed in here, just so the water is cycling right through the old boiler. Keeps it from rotting out. And if I ever need it, I just fire it up. But the only reason why I did that is by doing that, I didn't take out the old system. It's still here. It's a backup heat system, and I've had to use it. You know, there's been times that new boiler out there is stopped or like an Aquastat or something. Yep, it's taking water. You can feel it.
Yeah, I did
tell you,
I think the gas heaters they put in here these days, the modern ones, they're very small, and it's what do you call the type where water comes in, it gets heated immediately, and then
instantaneous.
exits.
Yeah, the instantaneous heater.
Tankless.
The thing is the size. The thing is the size of 2 big microwaves. Of it. That's about this.
Yeah, there's a brand that mine's an old, tankless oil fired unit. I got to replace it. The one that my company wants to replace it with, I forget the brand. It's like Star something, but it only holds like, say, 5 gallons of water, but it gets it from like, 70 degrees to 140 in like 90 seconds.
Wow. Just about every bathroom though you see around now in the diners, every bathroom has one of those like 1 gallon instantaneous under the sink.
Yeah, because it's so far away from the main boiler.
But we have something here that I don't know if you guys have it. Maybe in the cities, I don't know. But it's kind of like centralized heating. We have one big heat plant somewhere in the town, and it supplies hot water to basically all the houses. Yeah.
Holy cow.
It's so my converter. I just at my basement I have a converter. It's about this size, and that's basically my heat installation for hot water and heating the house.
I'm just curious though. It comes in your house though, and then you have an auxiliary heater to reheat it.
No, you have 2 big pipes coming in with 85 degrees C water coming from.
From how far away? How far away?
I don't know.
I was going to say it because the ground is.
I'm half a mile away from it.
Wow, that must be really cooking over there.
Well, I know in Boston they have steam generators for running different things. They may also use them for heating houses close by as well. I could be wrong, but I know.
Yeah, we have that in our plant. We have miles of steam pipe in our plant. Right. Our plant is heated with steam. And but the thing is, they're constantly going. The thing is, you get one leak, you're in trouble.
You've actually stuffed, aren't you? Really?
No, but here the radiators in the house, they contain the water from the plant.
Yeah.
You don't want that stuff leaking because it's blackish and it's really nasty. Wow. But they treat it with something. Yeah. But the fresh water just goes through that little box I have on the wall in the basement.
Yeah.
And out comes hot water, and it never runs dry. I mean,
there is a gentleman down the road from us. He's self-sufficient, doesn't pay for gas, electricity. He has a river next door to him. He has hydroelectricity going through the house, which is fine. And he has solar panels, and he has then basically wood stoves for heating. But he's made a big, massive chamber boiler at the back of it to heat up hot water for the whole for the heating in the house. And he's done all that. And it's costing about 20,000. It has, but he didn't want to pay out gas, electricity bills.
Well, I have to say there's something about not having to maintain your installations. I mean, I have no maintenance on this stuff whatsoever.
Wow. Where's your fresh water come from, though, Klaus? Your fresh water?
That's comes from the. They have a well about a mile away from here, but it's all groundwater, by the way. Here, it's not surface water.
Socialist heating. There you go.
Well, you can call it that.
As long as it's reasonable, as long as it's inexpensive.
I'm telling you, everybody who's using gas these days, they look to us with envy because we're still paying the same. This plant I'm getting my heat from, they burn wood chips and oil is backup.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
I mean, it's well,
Okay.
it's not cheap, but it's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
expensive to heat our house.
All right.
Yeah.
I got to run, folks. I got to go start cleaning off porches and roofs and stuff like that. So,
Yeah, I got to do it shortly too. All right. See you, Dennis.
everyone,
See ya.
talk to you
See ya.
soon. Bye.
Yeah, it's expensive here, Klaus. I got 1,000 square foot home, and on a
Yeah.
month like this, where it's cold like this, between oil and electricity, I'll be spending $600
Yeah.
just for 1,000 square feet.
No, but I have
But-
here in the shop. I have an electric heat pump, and that thing is costing me money these days, a lot.
Mm.
Yeah, but can't you get propane tank, Ken, and convert to propane?
Well, I'm thinking about doing an insert in the fireplace because my mom heats 3/4 of her house is almost like mine, and she heats 3/4 of it just with that propane insert because you don't need an exhaust because it just emits a little bit of vapor. So, and it's not hazardous or anything. So I'm thinking about doing it, but I would need maybe a 200-gallon tank somewhere because you don't want to be filling up every week, you know. She fills up twice a year, so she uses about 130, 140 gallon. No, what am I saying? 300 gallons of propane a year.
So you get propane delivered to each house?
Yeah, there's a truck that comes by. The hose is like 400 feet long, and they just pump it. It's the gas truck holds. I'm trying to think. It's about 15-foot diameter and about 30 feet long. The tank. So they pump the liquid propane.
See, we rarely see that here. I mean, rarely. It would be medium-sized businesses that has an extraordinary requirement for heat or something.
Yeah. Our problem is we have all ledge, stone in the ground. So for them to cut and put pipe in the ground for natural gas, just too expensive.
Yeah. But here it's all everyone who has gas, it's dug in. And I've seen you guys. You can you have an outlet for your gas you can use on, say, generators and stuff if you want to.
Yep.
We're not allowed to do that. We are not allowed to do that. You cannot touch the installation whatsoever.
Wow.
It's like I say before, it's like the guy down the road. Like I said, he's done all his. He's got like a 20 by 20 basically building, massive building, and then he's got like farm shops and all sorts. But he has a pipe from one end to the other end with hot water going through it, and a radiator system, and it's really good
like
system he has. But the problem is he's like, it generates his power. His power goes into big battery system in his basement, and he's never paid a bill yet. And he's actually supplying the national grid. It's quite good. I mean, it's quite good that.
Yeah, that's one thing about where we live here. Heating and cooling is very expensive.
Yeah. Well, we don't. Well, I think my heat pump it can cool, but then the idea of using that 3-to-1 ratio in conversion goes away because when you cool it, it's 1-to-1. So it's fairly expensive to use as air conditioning or cooling.
See you, Jordan.
Wow, that took quite a bit of water.
That's for heat and hot water, Scott, or just hot water?
Yeah, I got a hot water tank down there that I don't use anymore. I got what they call a hot water storage tank.
Yeah. Yeah, mine is domestic, comes right off the boiler. That's why the oil I burn a lot, because every time they turn on a tap, boom, the boiler comes on and you get your hot water.
Yeah, that's what I do. Mine heats.
Yeah, they call it domestic. They should call it tons of money.
Combi boiler here is okay. The problem we find is we're just shy of going up too far now with prices, and it's just ridiculous now. Even trying to warm your house up these days.
I mean, here, I've seen oil right now as high as $3.50 a gallon for heating oil.
Oh,
and on a cold month, I'll use 150 gallons a month. So you're talking $500 plus a month just for heating your house. And I keep the house at like 69, 70. It's not hot. I know Rich was saying in there, oh, keep the house cooler. I can't. If I'm paying $500 a month, that 2 degrees, it's cost me what, $100 a month extra. I want to be warm. If I'm paying for heat, I want heat. I don't want it not freezing.
But I think oil is twice the cost of that. What you just mentioned, Ken. here.
Yeah. Over there, really? Wow.
Yeah, but like me, like here, my plumbing guy, he's about 85 years old. He's like your barber, Ken. This guy's like, he comes in, he's old school. When I went to change what kind of boiler, I wanted to go with natural gas and that.
Yep. Sorry,
he told
John.
me
Take
buy
care.
a Dunkirk. He told me buy that Dunkirk because there's no computer controls. It's basically an old school boiler, standard efficiency, nothing fancy. And he told me, like, the people that turn their heating systems down, like when they go to work, turn down to 65 and come home, that back up to 68. He told me don't do it with that.
No, don't do
hot
it.
Water.
No. Everybody I know that's heating contractors say the worst thing you could do is turn your heat down 10 degrees and 8 hours later. He said just what it would take to bring it back up to that 10 degrees is twice as much as it would cost to maintain it all day.
Yep. Well, he said especially with these cast iron radiators, they take forever to
well,
warm
my house
up.
too. I have a tile floor in my porch, and underneath it is concrete, and then the garage underneath. So it's cold in there. If I let that thing go overnight, it's like an ice cube, and it takes all day to warm it back up. Now it acts like a heat sink, and it's nice.
Yeah.
I just wish I put electric radiant heat in the concrete before I put the tile down, because I'm a fan of radiant heat, especially in bathrooms and stuff like that. I mean, you want nice warm feet.
Yeah.
Don't you have a lot of that over there, Klaus, where they have the radiant floor heat?
Yep. Yeah. I mean, you buy a modern house today, there is no radiators in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right there, Klaus. There's no radiators. The new build round the corner has a pipe system in it, and all their pipe system basically is piped from a local building, and it's like supplies the whole estate. And it's crazy that it's LPG. They've got it as, and apparently one boiler basically covers the whole the heating. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Can you change that background if you like? Not really, no, because I don't mind having a cucumber behind me because it reminds me of you, John. You know what I mean? Look at it. You've got to show off your new stickers. You know what I mean?
But see, I could do that, John. See, I have the power. So.
I have a cup of tea. I don't care. I got a cup of tea.
We take care of it one way or the other.
I can always put this one on. Give me a second. Let me just find the other one. What's the other one?
What's the song say? Nobody messes with Big Bad John. What is that? Muppet?
Big Bad John. Yep. Oh yeah. See, no evil, hear no evil, and the rest of it. You see, I don't mind. I can play.
Yeah, John's gonna make a backdrop. John, you got to ask April to do it for you. Steve's wife, she'll do one for you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I heard I missed April the other day.
Oh yeah, nice, very pretty and smart lady.
Yeah.
So I tell you, I wish my wife knew that stuff. My kids do, but one of them doesn't live home, and the other one's too busy to help me. So.
Yeah.
Hey, at least they're working.
Yeah. Oh, right.
Oh yeah. Our youngest just graduated with a bachelor in. I don't know what she does, but when you guys, when companies, when they sell stuff online, there's a tons of things you can
online
read
tech
out
support
from no, but it's like when you sell something and all the feedback you get from
probably marketing, something with marketing.
It's online marketing and how you read Google statistics. How you use that in your business.
You know what they call it, data mining and stuff like that, where you actually
stuff like that. And she, I mean, of course she's smart. She's my youngest, but yeah, when she goes on a tangent talking about that stuff, I'm kind of like, yeah, I don't get it. Keep talking. And I was like,
but you know what's nice though, Klaus. We always say we can judge how successful we were in life by our kids.
Yeah. Yeah, but this one here, she's a smart one. She really is. It's like the first time I taught her how to play blackjack with money. Her mom wasn't home. We played money. We played blackjack with money. And
how much did you lose?
A lot. And 2 rounds, right? Her brother and she was there, and we were playing, and 2 rounds. and she started guessing what was my hand, and she was, yeah, she counts cards. There was 2 decks. She still counts them.
Wow.
So I told her I got to take you to Las Vegas one day. We're gonna make some money.
Well, you got to watch though. They have those smart
Oh, yeah.
cameras now that know when you're counting cards and it zooms right in on you.
Yep. Yeah.
Well, look at Rain Man when he took his brother to Las Vegas. He made
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
same thing. Maggie, you're gonna
Okay.
wait a minute there, girl. I'm gonna get my hot coffee in me before I take you out and fight and look for ball sacks when they turn blue.
Guys, I got to
Yeah,
take off.
All
Thanks
right.
for having me, Ken.
Take it
Have a
easy.
great Sunday, guys.
Yeah, you
Good one,
too.
pal.
See, Klaus. Have you talked to James Condon or Gary? You gonna have him up anytime soon, Ken?
I gotta see when they're available because I know James, because of his kids, he usually doesn't like to go out until about 9 at night.
Maggie.
But Gary's available anytime, but we'll see.
Yeah.
I talked to Gary yesterday. He was talking about the snow. He's got more generator repairs than snowblower repairs, but But James, like I said, he had a trip he was on, then he came back, and we talk, we text and everything. Everybody, it's one big community.
That last generator gave James a fit, didn't it?
Oh yeah, he put a lot of time into that thing. But I tell you one thing though, I told James, we're gonna start calling him Mr. Small Engine / generator, because that retainer for the valve spring. I mean, he really did a great job of figuring that out. He really did.
Yeah, he's
smart dude. Absolutely. For someone that was never really trained at it, yeah.
You know those Rubbermaid garages, Ken, and sheds they make, they snap together.
My daughter has one for a garbage can. Yeah.
My neighbor is trying to sell a 3-car garage made like that.
Really?
You literally disassemble it. Wants $300 for it.
That's not bad though for 3 cars.
Huh.
It's
plastic. He actually, the roof's plastic, the walls, the floors, and he just bought it. He just bought the house. He wants something made out of wood. He said.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I told him he's crazy. I said those. I got one of those Rubbermaid sheds in my backyard. That's 8x10. It's been there for 20 years. I haven't done nothing to it.
I got an email last night from, I don't know if you guys got this one. It's probably spam. Email from people saying they want to push some kind of Polish product and it would be great for your channel. They wouldn't even tell you what the product was, but they wanted to put it on your channel. And I was like, they couldn't even tell you what it is. It's like, what do you do with that, right?
Huh.
Yeah.
It was basically like, we're a big company. We like your channel. We think the demographic's good. We want to push our product. We're Polish. I'm like, but what's your product?
And you're talking about lawnmowers and stuff. Is MTD, who's AYP?
AYP's Husqvarna. That's Husqvarna.
Oh,
Electrolux, AYP, all that. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right, Joe's back. I'm going to be right back.
All right. I may be off though, Spark. I'm going to probably go on 1 hour.
Yeah,
so
no worries at all.
Another 7 minutes.
I'll see you on Rob's tonight. Anybody? Everyone
Yep.
is back already. She's back.
Yeah, I'm going to try and be
In a
there.
bit. In a bit, everyone.
How many have you got? A bunch to work on today?
Yeah, I got a few things. Like I said, after this, I got to go hopefully replace that torch plug and get that guy going. And then the generator's showing up this afternoon. And the plow just came by again as I was leaving. So I'm hoping he didn't dump too much new stuff in my driveway. But that's all. It's just my wife and my son have to get out there and clean their cars. I did what I could, but I got to wait till they move their cars out to get the rest of it. And last time they didn't move their cars out till 5 p.m.
How'd you like your new car?
Oh, didn't I tell you the side's all scratched right now?
You're kidding. From what?
No, not even a month old. The other day I went by, I go, what the hell happened to your car? The right side, fender, both doors, rear quarter. It's like someone took a pricker bush and went. Yep. And she swears she didn't park next to anything or brush anything. So I don't know if it was the kids at school. I don't know. You get one.
It could have been.
Kid. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean,
did you get it? Did you get it fluid filmed?
I've been doing a little bit of it, but it only has 150 miles on it. And she hasn't driven in the snow. So I got to get under that.
I just no, but I hope you plan on it though.
Oh, definitely, yeah. But I mean, now the newer brake lines are the copper and stuff like that, and it's not as bad. But
you go buy the kit online where you drill the holes into the rocker panels and put the plugs in.
I talked to a Honda engineer actually, and I asked him about that, and he said the seams on the Honda are airtight. I asked him that. I said, "Is there any way?" He goes, "Nope." He says they are robotically welded. There's no way moisture can get in there to rust, and it's coated. And I was like, "Okay, I trust him." So I was gonna initially, but he was saying how
your truck's got those plugs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
the guy was nuts with this truck. He went crazy with that.
What's fluid film? What?
It's lanolin. It's sheep's lanolin, but it's a very good preventer. It's a coating that'll stick to anything. It's like glue, so that way the salt and everything can't stick to your suspension and your brake lines and stuff. It's a barrier coating, but it's nice because it's not like undercoating because it stays liquid. It never dries. It stays liquid, so that way, like rain and salt spray and all that stuff, it can't get through it. It's not cheap. I mean, a 5-gallon pail, if you get it on sale, it's like $150, but you spray it like with an undercoating gun. And especially brake lines, suspension, if you don't want it to rust or rot, spray it with that.
Yeah. It's my truck's 25 years old, William, with almost low rust. It's starting to rust now, but at the 25 years, I can live with it, rusting a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Ralph, how'd you make out, buddy? Did you get anything?
Got 3 inches.
Oh, my God. Now, we probably got 6 to 8, but the drifts are 1 to 2 feet, so there was a bunch to play with.
We were supposed to get 6 to 9 or 8 to 12 or 12 to 18, depending on who you looked at. We got 3 inches.
Yeah, you were left of that line. I was right on the line.
Yeah,
they said like Mare Parkway 91, that line, that's where it was there.
My driveway at work, the wind blew all the snow off it. Like half of the thing was bare pavement.
Well, that's what happened with my drive. I got the retaining wall on one side, so I had like 3 foot of drift going up, and then where the cars are, there was like nothing. The snow is like at a 45-degree angle on the car roofs.
That's funny. I know that feeling.
Oh yeah, but cold though. How cold is it up there? It's like 2 here.
It was 0 about an hour ago. It's up to like 3 now.
Yeah.
But I gotta finish my driveway, and I went out there and said, "Screw this! I'll wait until lunchtime."
Yeah, I got a couple customers called up. I got a torch plug fiasco. I got to change that, but just generators and some other things. But it's cold. It is cold.
That's for sure.
Yeah, I don't mind the cold.
We got around here.
Yeah. You got to let me know we're doing breakfast again, Ralph.
Sounds good.
Yeah, anytime.
Every time I see you at Dutchess, I'm tempted to drive down there and photobomb you.
No, usually on the weekend. Yeah, usually on the weekend. But yesterday, like I said, I don't know if you saw my video. I'm driving around. The only thing open was Dunkin' Donuts and Cumberland Farms. So I went to Dunkin' first and got my $1 million breakfast where you don't get much. And then so I said, let me go up to Cumbie. And oh, man, that's like a winter wonderland up there. You could get whatever you want in Cumbie.
Yeah.
But he had the hot dog rollers. And I look at him, I go, what the hell's on there? French toast rolls, pancake rolls, all breakfast stuff instead of hot dogs. But you don't know how long it's been on there, and it's out in the open, so it's like
It was.
But then he had the breakfast pizza and all kinds of stuff. I didn't think we had that around here. I see Scott eats it all the time, but he goes, "Oh yeah, we got breakfast pizza. We got." I had a couple of breakfast empanadas. Oh my God, were they good? Klaus had to go. John Klaus said he had stuff to do, so Klaus is gone. Michael's asking if John has a boat. No, he doesn't. Yeah, I was watching your videos, Ralph, and I'm like, boy, you got all that equipment, and then shit, no snow.
Yep.
Now you were gonna put what the dog eater out there or something?
Yeah, but it was just not enough snow to even bother to use the energy to use it.
Yeah, not even enough to like plow anything or what?
I plowed, but if you got 3 inches of snow, it's 4 times quicker to plow than it is to snow blow. Hey,
I had a question. I was watching Artie, Gravely Man on here.
And
he's got that 57, 50, whatever that, or 62 Li, whatever it is.
Yep.
But he's got that yellow plow that's like 2 feet tall. Is that
Yep.
a Gravely plow, or did he make that?
No, that's the factory plow. He just must have
Really?
painted it yellow.
Yeah, but that thing is huge.
Silver or black from the
Yeah,
factory.
but it's tall. That's a tall plow.
Yeah, they're nice.
Wow. I saw him yesterday. He's plowing 1.5 feet of snow with that thing, and it was just like pushing it. And I was like, holy cow.
Yeah,
Wow.
I told him it makes me want to use one. I haven't used one in about 10 years.
But that's the whole reason I want a 2-wheeler. I want
Yeah.
one of those plows, because in the street, when the plow comes by, I just want to angle it to be able to, that extra 4 feet that they never do. I want to get that out of the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, Artie was doing pretty good with that. The only thing is, you got to be pretty physical, though. Holding it reverse, forward, this, that. I mean, it's a pretty physical job.
Believe it or not, when you're behind the handlebars, it doesn't take a lot of effort to actually drive the thing,
It looked like reverse was taking the most effort.
Yeah.
You got to hold it there in reverse while it's in there. Will it pop out?
You got to push the lever forward, so
okay.
It's not that bad,
Yeah.
It can lock in, but I wouldn't do it because it's dangerous. It could run you over if you slip or something.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Well, it's an hour. So I'm gonna hit it. I gotta go fix machinery, make some money. The playoffs are on today, so I gotta watch my football. And let me know when you want to do breakfast. I'm free again this Friday and every other, so just let me know.
All right, I'll let you know, Ken.
All right, guys. William, Ralph, Mr. Briggs, everybody out there in the chat. We will see you later on Rob's chat, which I believe is 2:00 Eastern time, 7:00 UK time. Rob's Small Engine. So we'll see you guys on that. Stay safe, everybody. Stay warm.
Okay.
We'll see you later.
Yeah.
Yeah.